are back. We hope that
What?
everybody had a great holiday weekend and didn't miss us too much. But if you did, don't worry. Your favorite barely functional podcast is back to sort out all the world's issues very poorly. And Stanford, how you feeling, buddy? How's that head cold?
It went away, So now I'm back, baby. I'm back. Let the podcast world know that I know the Juneteenth episode when I was on, people said it was pretty good because I would only drink one beer, but now I'm no longer drinking. I'm about to try to go through counseling. The VA denied my fucking first counseling petition, because they wanted me to go Alcoholics Anonymous, but my drinking wasn't geared for that. It was for something else. So the reason I'm telling you guys on this podcast, because even though I'm a vet, we all go through things. My team members right there, they was like, well, do you not want us to drink? I was like, no, fuck that. I'm not. Them drinking doesn't trigger me. The drinking was something that I had personally going on. But and also in my religion, technically, I ain't was supposed to have been drinking for a while. So, but now since I'm no longer, the podcast alcoholic, I can literally form words and sentences during our debates again.
Well, there we go. Well, we're here for you, buddy.
So now I can quote facts and figures a little bit quicker than being stuck on my beer drunk.
You know what I'd like to say to anybody who's listening too is like, we all have issues every once in a while. We're the three of us. We're brothers. We've been standing behind our brother like the whole time. We didn't talk about it. That's his story to tell. He decided to tell it, and I just want to say like that's what we need to do as a group. And if he needed me not to drink for the show, I'd be drinking water right now. Said he's good, and if that changes, I still will.
We'll change. We'll change.
But that's what we need as a group of veterans, especially. We have to be there for each other every once in a while.
Right.
Sometimes it's not what you want to do, but it is what you got to do.
Yeah, we got your back.
No, I appreciate it. You guys did a great job. You guys got dropped multiple episodes. Plus, I do like seeing the thing pop up when I'm at work, talking about you guys going random, ANA lights. So those are things I like the public to see. We do these random stuff, and I like to see that. Hoggy's interviews, and then I still got to catch the one with you and Strickland because I haven't seen him in a while. We'll look because of work, but no, we're gonna be good, bro. I appreciate everybody's support. I just want to let everybody know out there that everybody has struggles, and I'm not scared to put myself out there to let people know that and that actually, to be honest with you, it makes people know to hold me accountable if I do fall asleep. You know what I'm saying? Because public accountability to me is a big thing, because a lot of times people get shamed to something, and I'd rather people address it, address me head on if they see it that I'm slipping. And then Huggy made a good point. The episode before that, before I knew I was gonna stop drinking, he was like, "Bro, you was just too gone on that episode." So that there
was fun.
I already had a feeling that I was too gone. So with him being the honesty between my brothers telling me what's going on is the best thing. So.
Well, I mean, that's what we're here for, right?
Yep. Absolutely. So, how was you guys' holiday weekend?
I mean, I lost a shit ton of money at the casino. So there was that. I read the big beautiful ball sack that the Republicans passed over the week. So I did that. Well, not all of it, but a lot of it, most of it.
You spent your holiday week reading something that Donald Trump wrote?
I did. I promise you. This thing did not.
You need to go to therapy, man.
No, he did not write this motherfucker. He doesn't even know what's in it. No, I read it. I didn't listen to what people tell. No, he did what the people in the congregation of most churches do, and he just like took their word for it. Like, no, it's not going to touch Medicaid. What? No.
Yeah.
But if you read it, it says we're cutting the fuck out of Medicaid.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that I work in the medical field, and that bill, I living in New England, and it's
going to hurt a lot of people, man.
Well,
Lot-
Veterans too.
veterans, everybody's getting hit, and the Supreme Court just upheld the people with the cuts of the 30,000 people who lost their jobs in the government. It's just
Yeah, I heard something about that. I didn't read the story.
yeah, they upheld it. That the executive branch can legally cut the jobs that were basically probationary period. That they have the legal right, which is we kind of already knew that was going to be the way. But the problem is, you got people who did 15, 20 years, and they got promoted to supervisor. So those years don't count towards until they get fully hired on in that supervisor position. Those people lost, tons of benefits. So it's a sad. It's one of the saddest things. And then with this Medicaid, a lot of people don't understand in their state that they go with such and such state program that's Medicaid.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, like if you're in like Louisiana, there's the one. There's if you're Oklahoma, it's called like Sooner Care or whatever. That's the first shit getting cut. Like
right. Yeah.
It says it right there. I mean,
It said
able-bodied. If you're able-bodied, so if you're an able-bodied broke person, you shall be cut.
Yeah, I was watching a news story here in Arizona, and they were talking about how Arizona's program is going to lose over 800,000 people are going to be cut because of this.
Damn.
Yeah, 800,000 in one state.
One state that's mostly desert.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, but
so we're not talking about New York here.
But a lot of people don't realize too when it comes to elder care. So you got Medicare, right? That does with the medical bills. But Medicaid kicks in for elder care when they're in rest homes and everything else. Like when they're about to be in the end of life type of situations. So that part right there is a lot of people didn't understand the complexity of Medicare, Medicaid being, into the pots, even though it's two different pots. And some of the seniors are like, well, they didn't cut Medicare, but certain things that you get is paid for by Medicaid and subsidized through Medicaid. So now your cost goes up.
Yep. That is absolutely correct.
Crazy.
And then there's going to be a lot of these people that are in these homes. Like, what are they going to do?
Right.
And you know what? Like, we did all this to get rid of, what did they call it? ER medical treatment. Anyways, this guy having medical insurance, you don't go to the ER for everything.
Right.
If I need stitches because I maybe, like if I cut myself and it's life threatening, I'm going to go. But if I'm got a head cold like Stanford did last week, I'm going to make an appointment with my doctor, and then I'm going to be pissed off that it's going to take them 3 weeks to get me in. But I mean, they can at least give me a, what do you call that?
No, you're right. How you
antibiotics and stuff.
The rise of urgent cares is what happened with the Medicaid being out there. Because a lot of people are using the emergency room for urgent care. So
bingo. Yep.
That's what was happening before, and now that's what's going to happen again because they cannot turn away at the emergency room. I mean, as of now, they might try and pass a law, and it might pass in this fucking retarded fucking world. But I mean, it is what it is.
How about
as of right now? I'm sorry I said the R word or whatever. That's my bad.
What, retard?
Yeah, you can't.
Some people
like what Michael Scott said. You don't call your friends. You call your friends retards if they're acting retarded. You guys don't know Michael Scott? Jesus,
well, I know that applied.
I swear to God.
Then that applied for Congress.
What kind of? So, how about this one, guys? Pete Hegseth unilaterally cut all military aid to Ukraine and did not tell Trump.
It's almost like he was a
come on.
It was almost like it's almost like
yes.
he's a TV host.
I could drink him, but I think Pete should. I think me and him. We should go to counseling together because the man is the fucking Department of Defense director. Oh my fucking God.
Dude, I downloaded Signal just in hopes that I'll start getting messages from him. Come on,
dude, that's insane. Like that's insane.
Seriously,
Like the president of the United States. First of all, number one, that's his fault because he hired the idiot.
yep.
But two, like the balls on this guy. Like, does
Yep.
he hate his job? Like, I mean, you
Did
just
you
you made a
did you guys-
decision.
did you guys see the press conference
What up,
where
Johnny?
the
What up, Sarah?
where the reporter from ABC asked him, "Why did you cut aid to Ukraine?" Or no, what did she say? She said, "Well, if you didn't cut the aid to Ukraine, who did?" And he said, "I don't know. You tell me."
Oh
It's
my
like,
fuck.
oh, dude,
That didn't make either one
yeah.
of them look good, did it?
way to go, Petey.
I
Holy
mean,
crap.
I mean, honestly though, it didn't make Trump look good either because
No.
he
he
didn't
doesn't
know.
have a handle on anything.
How the hell do you not know?
Right, right.
Well, because
How the hell
he
do you not know? Huh?
he plays the he was the boss. His thing is delegation. And,
We could
you know,
Well, he
finally see
delegated.
Pete. We could finally see Pete get fired because
Well,
he made Trump look like he wasn't the boss.
I mean, we were military. You know as well as I do that when you delegate something to somebody else, if they fuck that shit up, then that falls on you. It doesn't fall on. Well, I mean, it will fall on them from me, but like I'm the one that's responsible because I'm the one that knew that guy couldn't handle the task that I gave him.
Right.
I mean, that's just the way that it goes. That's it. What do they call it? Shit rolls downhill.
yeah, I mean, but
Yeah.
remember, he was a merit hire. Everybody else that was in these positions were all DEI. So
Well, I mean,
he had the merit, he had the skills.
Right. Right. But like I said, the one thing that Trump loves more than anything is to tell he's like Jack Nicholson on that movie. You can't. What was that? A Few Good Men. He is Jack Nicholson. He wants everybody to know that he ordered the code red, right? He wants it. And now that Pete made him look like an idiot to the world, we could finally see that piece of shit gone.
Do you think he's
Maybe.
We'll see.
this administration? I just don't know, bro, because I mean, think about the 2 weeks have been gone. We find out Ukraine aid is cut off. We found out that the Epstein list is no longer a list. They swept that under the rug.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Isn't that amazing that nobody should be in jail right now over that?
Right.
No, the lady is.
Well,
The
no, his old lady is.
But she wasn't trafficking anybody to nobody.
What did you just say?
If she, how's she in jail if she wasn't she wasn't trafficking anybody to nobody?
No, she was.
Good question.
To him, only him.
There's no list. You're right.
There's no list, and I mean, obviously there was a list because she got convicted, and he got convicted.
Well,
So there was
wait
a
a minute.
list at some time.
Wait a minute. Let's be clear about something. He was never convicted of anything. He was convicted in the press, just like everybody is convicted in the fucking press these days.
So he was awaiting trial then.
Right, he was awaiting trial, but I believe that there probably is a list that Donald Trump doesn't want to see come out, but I don't think her conviction itself suggests that a list exists.
Well, they used something to convict. They used something to put her.
Right.
Well, they use the victims of it, but then the victims, there's a list because there's a digital footprint right there. I mean, but
there's got to be something.
Our own government.
There's video. And all kinds of
the video, which was missing a minute, and then they showed the wrong the wrong prison cell.
So that. I mean, like, I don't know. I do not want to go down this rabbit hole. I've been trying not to for years now. Trying not to go down this.
We need Davis to jump down here.
I know.
Come on, Johnny, what you got?
Jump down this rabbit hole, but I will say that they were saying that minute or so. I say they. I don't know. So don't ask me for. Do not ask me for a reference. I don't.
No. Everybody, this is factual. Continue.
But that at that time in that prison, that's when that happens every night. So I was like,
as it switches to midnight. Yeah.
Correct. And then then I was like, okay, well, even if that's the case, which is cool, you could schedule that. Because we all know it. We all know that we got that 60, 70 seconds or whatever. It don't take that long to run across the hall.
Well,
I don't know.
So I want to be very conscious of things that you don't want to get in, that either one of you guys don't want to get involved in. So Hog said he's been trying not to go down this rabbit hole with Epstein. So let's talk about something different.
Well, I mean,
Diddy.
I don't care.
Diddy. No. We're not going to talk about
Epstein.
Epstein. We're going to talk about Diddy now.
Oh, what? Dress me white and call me a freaking fanboy. Let's go.
No. How we go? We can't go from the white boy to the black man. Fucked up. Nah.
I got to tell you, 2 out of
Your turn, bitch.
2 out of 4 charges. That's it.
I know, that's crazy.
Racketeering was a stretch.
Yeah.
That charge was such a stretch because the way the American people view racketeering is we all know people who have drug addictions, sex addictions, right? Some form of addiction. So we know he was guilty of that. We know he's guilty of domestic violence, but they can't charge him on a federal level because that's a state charge. But the Mann Act, which people say, well, this is the first time it's ever been charged. It's not. That's not true. Mann Act has always been used, especially in the 60s and 50s and 60s when interracial couples were traveling across state lines. A lot of the families were using the Mann Act in those days too to charge.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a historical thing. But that charge of racketeering was it was too much of a stretch. And then the fact that the victims were also not victims because they were doing participation even without him and all this stuff. I think Comey's daughter, who's the AUSA in that district of New York, because people forget Comey was one of the people in the last administration, not in the Biden, but in the first Trump's administration. Comey's daughter is trying to make a name for herself, and she, I believe she exploited something, thinking that she can get the momentum with the people and everything else, and she overexerted her power, and it showed because you charging racketeering on something when this man wasn't selling drugs on his damn $40 million flight. He was bringing drugs to him so he can get it up. I mean, come on, fam.
Right.
What the fuck?
Right. My question is, and I haven't really been following it that closely, but there's a couple of things that did catch my eye. The first one is all the trouble it seemed like was going on with this trial from the beginning. The lawyers were having issues, the judges, the jury, people were getting dismissed. It seems like, from an outsider point of view, that it was a shit show from the very beginning.
That's why I didn't watch it. Didn't somebody, was it that trial where the juror got, like, they said that they couldn't abide by the rules or something like that? I don't know.
I know one was dismissed.
Him or her.
That's what I know.
Dismissed. Yeah, like I remember.
Well, the problem is, I think she, and this is my opinion, right? I believe she thought she was gonna get an easy win. It was like with R. Kelly. R. Kelly was a documented, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Diddy was a totally different person. Plus, Diddy was a billionaire, so he had the money and the lawyers, right, to fight the government head up. Now he knew he wasn't going to beat every charge. That's the government has a 99% conviction rate, regardless, right? It's very, very rare that they get beat. But he beat the big three, the biggest out of the 5 charges. He beat the big 3, which is the best
racketeering.
Racketeering, and the other 2, I forgot the other 2 counts. But
I thought it was just 4. I thought it was 2 racketeering that he was found innocent, and he got found guilty on traveling for prostitution. What the hell kind of a fucking charge is that?
Well, that's the Mann Act. That's part of the Mann Act. That's both charges. But the fact that he was going to get hit with that regardless, because once he admitted he brought a escort and they went over state lines, that was already a wrap. That was an automatic get. But those charges only carry up to 10 years on the scale. So with him having no previous history and with his age, how the Fed's going to work is he's looking at no more than 5 years, 3 to 5. I mean, then he got time served, and then when you put the RDAP in, which gives him, because he's got a documented drug addiction, that knocks off a year once you go to the RDAP program. So knocking that off, he's looking at 2-3 years because he'll be in the halfway house. So he'll probably do 3 years tops.
All right, so let's play a game. Right?
Does the billionaire
the media, from the moment that he was arrested, nonstop was flooding us with these stories of child rape and drugging people, drugging children, and just letting people go buck wild on them at parties. This is what the media was filling us with, right?
I didn't pay attention.
Right,
No,
but
I believe you.
At one point, there was even a discussion about how Bieber was one of those kids, and Diddy and his entire family put a train on him. And so, Bieber, yes, your hero, Bieber. And there was another guy. R&B singer, skinny black guy, real nice. I can't think of his name. Anyway, there's a couple of them used to live with Diddy.
Yep.
They said that he was even one of them that was molested. So all of this, the media comes out and says all of this shit is there. All of the tapes are there, and they're going to bring down all the celebrities. Did you hear that one? We're also going to go after the celebrities that were there. And suddenly there was all of this talk about what celebrities are going to go down, right? Who was there? Was Kevin Hart there? Was Leo there? Yeah, Jay-Z, right? And now we have 2 convictions. Traveling for prostitution. So the question I have is, did he just get away with something? In your opinion, did he just get away with something? Or is the media still full of shit?
Can I give an opinion because I don't know what's going on? Stanford, you have a deep knowledge of it, and
No.
I don't.
No.
But I just want to say real quick that I think that the media could have spun it up, but like I wasn't interested to begin with because it's all boring to me. I'm not one of them celebrity like trackers. Like when it would happen to Michael Jackson, same thing happened to Michael Jackson. He would never get convicted, but they would do this stuff like over and over and over and over and over, and over again. You know, Macaulay Culkin, Justin Bieber, whatever.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, once they get a famous, really famous, especially black dude, they're going. That everybody's like, oh my God, no,
black dude and Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, he used to, whatever. I mean, the dude. Granted, he was fucking weird. He was always weird. I get it. His childhood was weird. It's all weird. But is weird a child molestation? Probably not. And there's something there. You keep getting not convicted. So, I'm sorry, but I would hate it if somebody just hated me and like started sending me to court for, that is a stain you can't get off of you. That is a stain right.
People hate Diddy now. People hate Diddy. They hate Michael Jackson
for sure.
because
for
of that.
The rest of his life. I mean, yeah, he's a freaking billionaire or whatever. But I mean, like that is a stain that is almost impossible to wash off.
I'm gonna agree with that because I'm gonna say this coming from Chicago. Even though R. Kelly is convicted, R. Kelly music is still played big time in black radio and a lot of places in Chicago. So a lot of times in the media can say one thing, but the people themselves do a whole different thing, right? And it goes back to what Hoggy said about MJ. MJ, they tried to get MJ on that conviction, and it was found, he was found not guilty. Later on, the kids, the documentaries after his death showed that the kids were coerced by the parents because they wanted the money from the estate.
Right.
But MJ is still his music is still legendary, still played. So the media game is like what Pete said. It was played so much But people now, we're so used to the media that we can distinguish between noise, the artist, and the truth eventually, right?
Right.
Like we know, like Diddy's sexual depravity is his thing. That's who cares what happens to
Bingo.
him.
Yep.
Who cares? But the fact that it's like what you said, Pete, and even Hoggy, who wasn't really paying attention to it, the media every day was slamming down their throats about videos and all this crazy.
Oh my God, yeah. You would have thought that there was a fucking porn movie made
Yeah.
as much as they were talking, like interviews. Hey, Kevin Hart, who are you going to be doing today? That's how much the media was trying to convince us that this man was guilty.
Which is
By the
crazy.
way, by the way, it's Usher. Usher was the one that was living with him as an underage child. It was Usher. And
Yeah.
he was also talked about like Bieber, like, oh, Diddy probably did it to him too.
No, you know, it's crazy when you go back to the media game because out here, out here in New England, Karen Reed just won. She just found she was not guilty, for,
Yep.
for murdering. They charge her for murder too on her boyfriend, but they did charge her for DUI because she did admit she was drinking that night. But
Sure.
again, the media during the first trial, some of them were so pro cop they thought she did it. When you heard the evidence, just like what happened in the Diddy trial, you're like, hold on, it makes no sense. Why is this media spinning it this way when the actual people who pay attention to these court trials are like, nah. The facts on the stand, they're saying this. It's crazy how the media spins it because they want views.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. It's all about the views. And so that brings me to another topic. Maybe we should start spinning some shit. I mean, I don't know.
I'm not a liar.
Let's do it. Let's spin some stuff, man. Elon Musk came to my house the other day and robbed me. I have video.
I'm not a liar.
A video.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't know.
Let me see the video.
It's a shame. I got to tell you, man.
I love all these videos that
I honestly hope that Diddy sues the shit out of all of these people that did this, that drug his name. Because I agree with you, Stanford. Whatever his sexual,
depravity.
whatever. Thank you. Whatever his fetishes are is his. I don't care. I don't care what it is as long as it's legal. I don't care. And if the man is a billionaire, they in my opinion, they're going after just a very successful black man. It's exactly what I think is happening here. They didn't like that he was getting prostitutes. Man, I don't get it. I hope he sues the shit out of people for it. I really do. And I hope the media can finally learn that this is the way that they treat us, the citizens that watch the news, the way they treat us is despicable.
Well, who got into their butt and won quick and they settled was when this Diddy stuff came out, they tried to put Jay-Z on it and Jay-Z nipped that shit in the butt.
Yeah, quick. He did. Yeah,
they heard for shut those rumors down because but Jay-Z has powerful friends that was like, you want to play this game, we're gonna get paid.
Yeah.
I mean, he played it just like Trump. I mean, right now, news networks they're slowly creeping away from Trump and bashing Trump because he's holding the keys with the FCC because some of these companies need they're trying to expand and he can stop the mergers just by the FCC. He'll be like, nope, no merger.
Right.
Well, I want to say to your mom, like the thing that I understand from that is like the statute of limitations is up. There's nothing they can do about that. So he couldn't be convicted, but he's still a horrible person for having done that. I mean, but that's why he didn't get convicted for that.
Right. Plus, I think Stanford was saying that the abuse charge is a state charge.
Well, and the statute of limitations had gone up by the time that video came out. By the time she accused him of it, it had already been passed. Like it had been too long.
Right.
Well, yeah, that's why she got the payout because of the statute, whatever the NDA, whatever she signed was done, and then the state changed the law where she can sue civilly, but she couldn't get it criminally.
Right.
So that's why she settled civilly with. That's why Cassie settled civilly, and he helped her pay that $25 million.
Right. And Saba, yeah, I believe the white parties happen. I mean, there's literally video everywhere about the white parties, but rather he and his friends were doing some swapping or whatever it was that they were doing after hours. That's their thing. The point is he wasn't found guilty of any of this drugging and uh, child molestation or rape charges that he was brought up on. So white parties where they were swapping, probably, you know, but
People do that all the time.
yeah, but it doesn't look like he was as guilty as the media wanted us to think he was.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that he's a good person. And like your mom said, and even Saba said, I agree 100%. He should have went to jail for that. She should have called the cops that day,
Right.
or that week or that month. But that didn't happen. And there are statutes of limitations. It really doesn't matter. That is the law as it stands. And so they couldn't convict him of that. They couldn't even try him for it. So that to answer your question is why that happened.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't.
It's a
you can't
damn
be charged
shame.
you can't be charged for something that happened that long ago. So how about these? I'm trying to come up with a way to not be too like this political about it, but it needs to be addressed also. Is this shit going on in Texas?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's so awful and it's so terrible, but at the same time, it is political because the cuts that were made to the Doge or whatever you want to call it, Elon's bitch boy, whatever.
Yeah,
whatever, they made
some-
these cuts to the weather
Yeah,
service. And
but even the union that runs the emergency weather station down in what is it, Kerr, Texas,
yeah,
said that there were only 3 positions that were missing. He said they were fully staffed to handle this. He said this has nothing to do with the cuts.
well, and I understood that he said that, but he also comes from Texas, so I don't believe him. But there's
He's a union man. He loves nothing more than bashing. Yeah.
I'm with Foggy because the union busting the U.S. government union busted their own people. Reagan proved that when he busted the FAA.
There are way different types of. So you got unions in California and unions in like New York and stuff like that, Chicago, these places. Unions in the South are not the same. You know that, Pete. They don't have nearly the power that they have up north at all.
My father was a Teamster. They had a shit ton of power at the railroads, believe me.
Well, that's because the railroad wasn't owned in the state of Arkansas.
But you know, I go back to what Hoggy said about Texas. I read a report that one of the, I don't know, I can't recall which county, but the local government didn't want to pay the $1 million for the early warning system for flash flooding.
There's my problem.
And
they voted it out again.
That's my problem. It has nothing to do with Trump. My problem is this has happened in this area at least 4 times since the early 80s. There have been hundreds of people killed by what is referred to as Flash Flood Alley since the 1980s, and even more before that. And the state still didn't want to do anything about it. They still allowed a girls' church camp or whatever it was to exist along the shoreline. You want to point at a government problem? You point at the state of Texas and Kerr County. Those people are at fault.
100%. 100%. But they are enabled. I'm sorry, but
you can't blame this on Trump. This has been coming. This has been coming for years.
I am not blaming it on him. I'm saying, okay, I'm not blaming any of it. I'm local government 100%. 100% local government problem. However, have you seen the response?
Okay.
Yeah,
so you say
it's Texas. That's Texas. Fuck Texas.
No. I see what Hoggy's saying. He's saying that because
There's
he
no
said
FEMA there, like your mom said. There's no FEMA.
the federal response has been lacking. It has been because the federal response should be quicker than that. And Texas is the second. I mean, it's the one of the largest states. So population wise, and as many
You're right.
military bases around there, from Army, Navy, Air Force, like you could
This
have
is
had a
typical
whole.
FEMA response. Look what we did with Katrina. This is
Yeah,
typical FEMA response. Typical.
But
It's
Typical.
from the
supposed
same
to be
state that
getting
wants to,
better.
the same state that voted to cut FEMA, but now they're begging for FEMA dollars. Like what
Yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like it's a combination of local, state, and federal. I'm sorry, it just is.
All right.
And
So let
they
me
all
ask.
colluded together, and this is what you got.
Absolutely.
And
You guys are 100%.
next.
But
because it's about
let
to be
me-
hurricane season.
Let me ask you guys something very controversial that nobody wants to talk about, and that is personal responsibility. What is your responsibility as a father, knowing that place floods, and when it floods, people die, and it floods at least every 10 years, and when it does, people die. What is your response? And I'm asking three fathers here. I'm asking you guys, would you send your child to a camp on the river knowing that place floods?
I'm trying to send my daughter to space, and that's a little bit more risky.
I like that idea, though. It doesn't flood in space.
One, no, I wouldn't. But there's also two. I would never send my child to a Christian camp. That's almost more dangerous.
No, I'm talking about you know that this place floods. You know that people die. You know this.
I know.
Would you send your child to any kind of camp down there?
I just said no. But then on top of that, there's a double no.
Well,
I mean, so why don't we have these conversations about
my
personal responsibility?
Nobody
Pete,
ever wants to.
Pete, my question.
Yeah.
I got a question about that. Did the parents know that place flooded? Because it's been over a decade or more. You know, we have short-term memories, especially when it comes to natural events and stuff like that.
If I'm moving my family to any different area other than, like, let's say I live like my brother who lives in the same city that we grew up in, right? They know everything about it. I move my family to a different place. I'm learning about it. I'm going to learn about it. What goes on there? What's the crime like? What's the environment like? What are the natural disasters like? What's going on?
But a lot of people don't think about that because you got a lot of people who live right. For example, a lot of people live in flood zone areas, right? Housing was built in flood zone areas, and these people never purchased, the flood insurance from the federal government. So they thinking that the regular policy, home insurance policies, got flood insurance, and it doesn't cover because they're living in a flood plain, right? So you have to. I understand what you said, personal responsibility, but a lot of human beings don't think that extensively about their living area. Or
that place is referred to as the flood zone throughout this entire country. When someone says the flood zone, that's what they're talking about, and there's a reason. And so if you move there, or you want to move there, and you hear it referred to as the flood zone, you may want to do some research on it and find out what's going on.
Pete, I totally understand 100%. I mean, I live on the Gulf Coast, and the next hurricane we have that they're expecting, say, however high the seas are going to be coming on the shore, people still live on the beach, and you're still going to have those few dumbasses that decide to write it out. Do they decide to write it out by themselves? No, they do not. Yeah. They're like, I'm 13 feet off the ground. They're not going to have me.
Yeah, I mean, you're right.
Keep their freaking kids in there. And these are the types of people that we're talking about. Like, these are the people that just, like, blindly send their kids to do dumb shit. Like why? Like, if your dumb ass wants to ride out the hurricane, why is your kid there?
I mean, you're right. Yeah.
I mean, I can't answer.
You could say that. You could say that about anything. Tornado areas, Florida,
child molestation places. I mean,
Yeah.
like you just.
I mean, you're right. You're right.
I mean, it's like I can't answer for them because my brain doesn't work like that. I'm so protective of my freaking kids. There's
Right.
no way on planet Earth that I would be like, okay, I'm gonna ride this out, but I'm gonna tell my wife,
Yeah.
take
Yeah.
the kids and get the hell going. I'm the idiot. even
Let
though
me
the
be the
police-
idiot. Yeah.
Even though the police have come and told me that I need to leave, and there should be a law about that too, by the way. There should be a law saying if there's a minor in that house, that I don't care if you're the parent or not, they got to go.
Right. Yeah.
And,
I mean, you
know,
got a good point. That's a really
that's,
good point.
that's bullshit. And I was happy to see I know this was a while back, but the parents that were held accountable for the gun violence from that.
I'm so glad to see this happening. The gun violence where they're going after
where the
parents. Yeah,
are just,
absolutely.
leaving the stuff out for the kid.
Yeah.
It's like, okay,
Yeah.
there's a limit. Okay, you knew he was nutty.
You knew there was a problem.
You knew there was a problem.
Yeah.
And yet you not only just leave them out for
Yeah.
the kid, you buy them for him.
I support the hell out of
I
parents getting arrested
100%.
for this.
100%.
Absolutely. Yep.
Now, if you can prove that the parent had no idea and the parent had they did not buy the weapon for the child.
Right.
He got it from the street or wherever.
A buddy or street. Yeah. Yeah.
Completely unbeknownst to the parents.
Right.
Okay, yes. But when you're the one buying it for him, when you've already been warned by the school, psychiatrist, and all these other people, like, hey, your kid's kind of like writing
Loony.
pictures of killing up a school.
Bingo. You put
And
your
now,
guns
like,
away.
I'm-
You call your brother or somebody and say, "Hey, I need to store my guns there
Yes.
because there's a
Put it in
problem
a
here."
freaking safe.
Yeah, put it in a safe. We've got to deal with this. We got to make sure our kid's safe. Yeah, I'm with you on that. But Stanford looks like he's
Go for it, Stanford.
upset. You're
No,
right.
I'm not. No, I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm just moving. on.
Stanford's like,
I'm just sick and tired of it because I know a lot.
Jesus
So,
Christ,
first of
between
all-
Sarah and my mom.
I freaking have a lot of friends. I live in the South. I have a lot of friends that own a lot of guns, and there are certain ones that I'm like, these guys are super. The ones that really do just like to collect guns, they responsibly collect these things.
Oh,
It's
so they're
the people that you don't,
they're collectors.
Yeah, they're collectors. They have antique guns, modern guns, different types of guns, whatever. But they put them in a safe. They put them where they need to go, and they nothing is just out where the grandkids or the kids can just grab
Right.
them and do stuff. It's
Right.
not going to happen. There's no way that it can happen. If you're going hunting, Dad or Papa will go out there and get the freaking gun for the kid, and they take him out to the woods and go hunting. Okay, that is a hunting thing. When your kid is writing freaking poems about killing a freaking school up, and you go out and buy them an AR or a 9mm semi-automatic gun, I mean that's not collecting at that point, and that's not responsible gun ownership. And the fact that we can't come together as a country, which the country can, it's the politicians that can't.
Mm-hmm.
And come together and find a way to come up with some kind of common sense gun reform.
Right.
Is it going to fix everything? No, it is not.
Right.
But it can fix a lot of things.
It's a start.
Putting those parents in jail was a start.
Oh my God, that was so
That
beautiful.
was the best start we've
Yeah.
ever seen.
That was wonderful.
Because that got all the parents thinking, "Ooh, I probably shouldn't leave my gun just laying on the counter." Or
So
maybe
I'd
I
like
should-
to address a couple of questions here by a couple of our followers. No, churches do not have dedicated camps for child molestation. So
I didn't
for those
say
of
that, did I?
so for those of you who are putting that together in chat, the answer to that is no.
I was just not saying that.
No.
You know what we should probably do, Pete?
We
And
should ask people to like and subscribe.
Well, we
Click
should do
on that
too.
QR code up here, up in the corner. Click on that QR code. Anything you can give us would really help out a lot. And if you can't donate, just like and subscribe to the channel. That helps us out. I mean, almost as much as a donation.
So,
Nope.
Pete, I think that we should probably let people know who won the challenge, huh?
Oh, that's right. So, yeah, thank you. So we have been
Probably
gone.
hours.
Yeah, we've been gone for a week, and all week long, all of our viewers have been voting on our Swear Bucket charity. The three charities that we had listed were St. Jude's, Catholic Charities, and the Freedom from Religion Foundation. And we have tallied up the votes today, and the winner, I mean, not by much, but the winner was St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. So we will be sending our what is it? Our $450.
I think that's what
Yeah, that's what we got from our Cussing for Charity. We'll be sending that $450 to St. Jude's Research, and we appreciate everybody who voted. We really do. Thank you so much for doing that.
And none of those charities were bad ones.
Right.
I knew I was screwed when I heard kids St. Jude. I was like,
I know, me too. As soon as Pete stole mine, because I was like, I think something else.
as soon as you said Saint, I was like, oh my God, the ball headed.
Damn it! There it is. It's gone. It's gone.
I was like, oh, bye, Catholic Charities. Bye bye.
Prisoners. Kids.
So now what we're gonna do now is once a quarter, the next 3 quarters we have, each one of us is going to pick a charity ourselves to donate the cuss money to. So we'll let you know who it is and what they're going to donate to. And I don't think that anybody has been keeping track of the cussing tonight, have we?
No, I'm gonna have to watch it back.
Yeah.
Fuck no. Fuck that.
I don't know.
All right, so we're up to $2 now.
Pretty sure I only cussed once.
It's gonna be a lot more cussing since I'm not.
That's some bullshit. You didn't fucking cuss once.
I'm about to draft Sarah as the cusser fucking monitor. That way it's independent.
Sarah called herself a groupie, so hey, groupie, you want to?
She watches every week. Whether it's
you want to count our swearing?
Get you a notepad, and then you can come on at the end of the quarter and tell us who won. I say won, who lost.
What charity's going to win? So yeah, St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. We're going to be sending them $450 in the next couple of days. And again, we really appreciate you guys for voting, and we really appreciate each other for cussing for charity. So good job. Fuck yeah, guys.
Who's picking the next charity?
I don't know. How do we choose that one? Alphabetical?
I mean, we could do it that way, or we could
alphabetical. So we'll look at our birth dates.
What?
Exactly.
I don't even know what you
That's all right. It's Arkansas math for you.
Oh my God! Have you guys seen that? Although.
My mom went 3 different directions. I'm like, how the fuck we gonna do that?
I'm thinking, well, Sarah, today's the donation day, so that they don't count. Today's a freebie.
Yeah. So what the fuck is wrong with Sarah? Jesus.
She's getting all like amped up over it.
Yeah. Jesus.
Start taking it. How about we? Rock, paper, scissors works. Stanford's been gone for 2 weeks. Yours won. So let's go with Stanford first. Let's go age. Youngest to oldest.
The fuck?
Youngest to oldest.
Oh, I am the youngest.
Yeah. No shit.
Aww.
Did you see that?
All right, Stanford's up. This is Stanford's quarter.
He made of me. The cartoon picture.
This is Stanford's. Yeah, buddy.
This is what happens when you start drinking, you get Alzheimer's.
So you don't have to come up with it now. It just says some point this week.
Yeah.
Post
Oh,
a
no,
video. Post it to TikTok.
You
or
got
something.
3 fucking months to figure it the hell out.
Well, I know I'm not doing Catholic Charities because I lost to St. Jude's, you mother.
That's not about you. Look like everybody won in this situation.
Yeah.
Dude.
The fuck, man. God, just because you're
Oh, no.
Catholics don't get the money.
I thought it was the best play because it went from I'm talking about my life and Catholic Charities to here go the most serious fucking child thing you could put out.
All you have
I
to
was
do is say kids. You say kids, it
It's
wins.
done. It's done. I knew as soon as I watched his video, he was like, I sent you my video to edit. And I'm like, I was like, this son of a bitch.
Yeah. Nailed it.
Block blocking motherfucker.
Nailed it.
Oh my god! And the lighting was good too. I was like, fuck.
I know.
I did my makeup. I shaved. I had a picture of a small child behind me. Oh yeah.
Give me arms up.
Yeah. Wait till I do that one, dude. That's next. Puppies and children. Yeah.
Oh my god! If I lose the puppies the next round, I swear to God, everybody's getting
happening.
Well, there's no losing next time. It's just
You get to win this one. Yeah, we're gonna let you
it's
win.
just you. You're gonna pick a charity and let us know what it is, and that's what we donate to. And then the challenge is how much can you raise that month, that quarter?
Oh, that's pretty good. So you're gonna have to try to get us to
Oh,
cuss.
We could have a 3-quarter challenge. Who raises the most money for what charity? And at the end, we could do something like cool.
Wait, show me what cool looks like again. That's cool. There you go. That was cool. Yeah, Amanda's right. SPCA is happening next. Puppies with cancer.
Amanda Valentine, thank you and welcome to not being like Scarborough or whatever you were last week. Every other time. I'm always confused at who she is. Hey, you know what? I mean, I love that charity and all, but the kids. Come on, I've hated for the dogs, but I do love the kids. I just have a thing.
All right. So what else has happened? What?
Full disclosure: I voted for St. Jude's.
Yeah.
It wasn't even mine.
Yeah.
You know what? Full disclosure, I took teenage kids and who was in my car, and I told them to put their fucking vote for me. I think St. Jude's going up. I was like, if you don't fucking vote for Catholic Charity, I swear to God, you're going to hell.
The Catholics will send you there.
So what was that for?
I really wanted to do fucking for. I was like, fuck.
I told all my son's friends that they're not allowed to spend the night unless they follow, unless they go on our YouTube and our Facebook.
You're like, let me see. Did you subscribe? Get out of my house.
Like, let me see.
Get out of my
I said
house.
it was 99 when we got here. It's not 100 right now. You're not spending the night.
Yep. You're gone.
86th.
Oh man, nah. It's any way to raise money for any charity is actually good. So
Hell yeah.
All right, so this quarter is
I was paying $25 a month to Nature's Conservatory because I was drunk in Nashville, and I was like, hey, fuck it. 3 years later.
What happened? You were drunk in Nashville. When?
I was wasted.
you
in
should
that,
always be.
and fucking this girl came up and she was like, blah blah blah. I was like, fuck it, I'll do it for charity. I was locked into a 3-year fucking. I got a deduction for it. I was in that shit for 3 years. Fucking drunk as fuck. Like, hey, I love nature. Fuck it. Here's my card.
Save that tree.
She must have been good looking.
God, dude.
They're like, go talk to that guy. He don't get no pussy.
You know yeah, God, they do that stuff, man. Did Stanford, when you were in the dorms at Scott, did those women ever come by trying to sell magazines in the dorms to you? There was always these good-looking women that would come. Yeah. And they're like,
I was in base housing. They would come there too.
They're like, "Do you want to buy some magazines?" I'm like, you're not wearing any clothes, so sure.
I sure
Yeah.
did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who doesn't want a
You
magazine?
you can come on in. I love Sports Illustrated and People and Time. Yeah.
Fucking working midnights. I probably was dead asleep.
You're trying to come up with 10 that you will actually read.
I'm like, do you have Nickelodeon? I'll take that one too.
And then they
I
just
used
leave.
I used to,
and you're so disappointed.
Before I got to the airport,
My wife's not going to be back for another 30 minutes. When she finds out that I just bought 10 magazines.
Oh my God, dude. God. Yeah.
Yeah, they went to the base housing too.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck yeah, man. Oh, man.
So what else did we miss this week? I mean, we're almost at the end of the show, but is there anything that we missed this week that we didn't hit on?
I don't know. Huh. Anybody else out there want to say something?
Yeah, I don't know.
So did I.
I can't think of anything.
Oh, dude, there's tons.
Today we heard that the president don't know who like he doesn't know about Africa and Liberia.
Oh my God!
Wait. No. Tell me about this.
Oh, Stanford, you take it since you brought it up. This is great.
He's having a conference with some African heads of state, and the president of Liberia is speaking to him, and Trump was like, "You speak very good English." Liberia was created by free African slaves after the Civil War.
Did he really say that?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Good English.
But the thing is, I'm like, I can understand you not knowing majority of the African continent, but Liberia is actually started after the Civil War,
by English-speaking people.
By African Americans who said, "Look, I'm done with slavery," went back to Africa like they were told.
They went back to where they came from.
Just to be insulted by the American president.
You speak good English.
Fucking crazy, bro. That's the craziest shit I've ever heard. And then they're gonna say that they speak better English than people in his own cabinet.
They speak better English than he does.
Good
You
God.
listen to him for like 30 seconds. Guy can't even freaking form a sentence.
He's comedy gold, bro. Sometimes that president.
Oh my God. It's like, what the fuck? Did you just complimented him on his English?
I'm surprised he didn't comment on his tan. You guys must have good beaches out there. You're tanned really well. Fucking dumbass.
What the crazy part about it in Liberia's constitution, as an African American, once I go over there, I get automatic dual citizenship.
Oh, that's cool.
Because of the descendants of slaves who went over there after the Civil War.
Well, what about me?
I said, bro, it's African.
Just tell him I'm like Michael Jackson, dude. It's I can't help it. I can't help it.
Surely somewhere in the bloodline.
My blue eyes are contacts.
Yeah, they are pretty blue.
He's
this shirt brings it out too.
That's just crazy, bro. He's a funny dude.
Oh yeah, the shirt. Let's talk about the shirts for a minute, guys. Okay. Looky. If anybody wants to get a shirt, click on this link right here. Click on that QR code. We're offering free shipping to all of our shirts for all of our listeners out there. Click on that QR code. We'll send you an email and we'll discuss how many you want, color, sizes, all that good stuff. Yeah, we really appreciate it. And anything you guys can do really helps support this channel. It's
he let them know that the shirts they're made by a small business owner so there's no fleecing going on right here. These shirts are actually made.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's a company here, in a local company that makes the t-shirts for us. They're not some big corporation. It's just one man in this shop who spends 12 hours a day making t-shirts for people, for businesses, for the tourists that come through here. And he's been more than helpful with us to take on every order as it gets it, instead of making us buy 100 T-shirts. He just give me one order, I'll do it for you. So we really appreciate it.
If anybody, especially on the south side of the map, is like, oh my god, $42. That is why these people make each shirt as it's ordered.
Mhm.
We do not have 3,000 of them sitting there. But not that
Yeah.
we need that, but I mean,
Yeah,
we
I think
don't have, we aren't able to do what some people are able to do. So, and they're gracious enough to print them one at a time.
right.
And this also let it be known, small business entrepreneur, American made. So this is not
Mhm.
no merch that we're getting over from China for like 10 cents on a dollar and
No
getting-
tariffs on these shirts. No tariffs.
Well,
No.
there probably is in some point. Like the tag had to be made somewhere, huh?
Yeah,
I think they're completely American made, but maybe the silk.
I don't
that
know
they
because
use
like
for
when it
the
comes to paint,
I
like
don't know.
so a lot of the pigments for the paint
I don't
come
know.
from, even though you get it from American company shit that goes in it.
they're very soft. And they're form
Really soft. Yeah.
My gut doesn't look as big in them shirts.
They come with a free girdle.
Yeah. But you can get tank tops as well. We're doing tank tops. We're going to start offering other merchandise too. Maybe some koozies, maybe coffee mugs, water bottles, things like that. We'll get them out to you. There's an example of a koozie right there. But we'll get everything out there. Well, we really appreciate it if you guys could support the channel, at least like and subscribe to it. It would be really great.
So I know we're not quitting yet, but you want to do like the closing or whatever for like the hour or what? Or like, how do we do that? We didn't discuss.
We'll just do it like we did last week.
Okay, cool.
If everybody in chat is still down, we'll hang out a little bit longer. If you guys are like, nah, we're done, then I guess we'll just do the closing and leave.
No, I was just asking. My bad.
But yeah, Greta's got some. Greta has some shirts. Yeah, they're really nice, and the shirts are nice and soft.
Too. Let me show that.
They don't shrink. Hell, I don't know how many times this has been through the wash, and they don't fade at all. They do a really great job out there.
Female. Let me.
Yep, there you go. There's a tank top that Hog's got there.
How is it in the thing?
Yeah, it's there. Yeah, you're good. You're goose. You're goose.
Anyways, that's the female tank, right? Is that what that's called?
Yep. Not the female wife beater. I don't think they call it that. Husband beater. The husband
my
beater.
wife could probably call it a husband beater.
The husband beater. There it is.
Yep. But they haven't.
Piles.
No, they have. Yeah.
Yep. Really good shirts. So.
They have been. Hang on now. Cletus is in bed. Oh. Cletus is what I call her son. Just FYI.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's what I call everybody. I can't remember their name.
Lord.
One of these days you can.
When you're reading the things, I think we got to read it out loud so people don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they can't see it.
Well, you can't. Some of us are streaming on the phone, like me.
Yeah, yeah. Stamper can't read it. Yeah.
I thought he put that up on for the. Oh, my bad.
Well, no, it's his screen.
I got you. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
My bad.
We'll see, because it looks like this. Wait, see, I can't even change it. Can't even change the screen.
She said I can hang out now. Cletus is in bed, and that's why I was saying that Cletus is what I call her son. That's
no. But I was, because if, we reading out. We want to
that, Probably a lot of people are on their phones too.
Yeah.
Well. People. Okay, so what else is happening? Anybody got anything?
I'd like to address the fact that Sarah thought that I thought her son was special. I'm just
when if he buys a shirt, he'll be special, Sarah.
I want to address.
What?
You're gonna undress? Don't undress.
I want to address the fact that Netanyahu nominated Trump for the Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see that. Did you see where they were saying like like a lot of experts were saying like even BB knew when he was doing that like that he hurt Trump's chances
Yeah.
of winning it because like
Nobody likes
there's
him
not
right
like
now.
he's the worst person you could get to nominate
Right.
you
Right.
right now. Like there's nobody that could nominate you. Maybe Putin would be worse, but I mean, other than that,
I don't know. I don't even know that Putin would be worse.
like right now, that's about the hated motherfucker right there, and worldwide anyway.
Trump's upset with Putin.
The world's most hated man nominates the world's second most hated man. I mean, that's I don't even know which they're tied. I guess. Yeah, they're probably tied because we're financing it.
Today's America's crazy, bro. And then then we haven't touched about those ICE beating up on those kids at the park in LA.
Oh my god, dude, that was. So
I didn't hear that. Tell me about that one.
So ICE, it was basically all kids at this park, public park in LA, and it was really kids. It was a kids camp, like a outdoor camp, where we do it for the summer. And ICE came in and started asking kids about their freaking fucking immigration status, like your kids.
And they were on like MRAPs and shit, like coming in like full masks and like they were going into freaking Iraq to raid a
day camp park for kids, like for things that for these kids, so they can be out the neighborhood and actually enjoy their summer in a good way.
So I mean, like little kids. I mean, they just
like little kids. Yeah,
they just rolled up.
Yep, on the park.
Really?
Yeah.
Look it up.
Didn't even hear about that.
But there's so much.
Yeah. And the story was gaining more traction, but unfortunately the floods happened. So and then that took national priority, because
a lot of stuff has got swept under the rug because of the flood. And what was the other thing?
Man, it could be it.
I mean, that's mostly it, but there was another thing too. It was that and something else. There's been so much. It's been 2 weeks since we've talked. But yeah, that was insane to me. And I'm not convinced they're ICE. I'm not. You don't cover your face if you know you're not breaking the law in some way. That's just weird to me. We didn't do it in the military. Well, we did because of sand sometimes, but not.
Well, they're you know what I believe it is. They know that it's going to be a shitstorm later on. It's going to be a reckoning for all the injustices they're doing.
Oh yeah, that mask ain't going to help.
Say they weren't there. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing, because if you know to enforce the law, you're breaking the law, and you cover your face. You already know down the line you're looking at a shitstorm.
Luckily, in my opinion, this is the day and age where everybody pulls out their phones and starts recording, because a lot of these motherfuckers have a split second of that mask falling down. And guess what? You're on tape somewhere. Promise you that. And it is coming. It's coming. It won't be this 4 years, but it's coming. And they ain't Trump. So they will go to jail, a lot of them, for breaking the law.
Oh yeah, unless they get some kind of, which I think Trump is he's smart enough to do, because Biden started this trend, which was the most worst thing, is the pardon future crimes. That was the worst fucking thing he can ever done, other than not bowing out when he's supposed to, was because he pardoned his family even for crimes that's unknown in the future.
I get that, but I also get the fact that like how pressured he must have felt. Like, and if it was my kids, and I know that the devil's coming in to freaking investigate every single thing, even whether it's valid or not, and we've seen how they obey the law. They tell the Supreme Court to kick rocks. So I mean, I get You know, he knew who was coming behind him. He knew what he would do. I mean,
Yeah, but
it doesn't make it right. I'm not saying it makes it right. I'm just saying if I was in that situation and I knew that somebody that hated me and wanted to investigate every single thing about my kids, my one surviving kid.
but morally, you're the leader of the free world, right? And you know this is going to happen. There's always other avenues. The fact that you could have all that wealth that they gathered, you could have sent your kids to a country that's no extradition. You know what I'm saying? And had them live out their rest of their lives until the new administration comes in, where you can where you're just not going to get
Yeah, but isn't that? But that's the same thing as pardoning. You're just going to put your kid in hiding.
But pardoning. The
And
way
not only that, but it's also
he ended up making a new started a new tradition that wasn't there in America.
Precedent, right?
Yeah. The precedent that he started something that's worse than just having your kids.
I absolutely agree. What he should have done is he should have told his kid, "Tough shit, face the music. I don't care who's coming behind me. You fuck up, you face the music. Sorry."
Well, I don't think that he really, I mean, honestly, he didn't really do all that much other than being a drug addict. I mean, like everything else was, but this administration was going to put him in jail. Whether anybody else would have or not. So, I mean, I'm not saying that it was right. I'm not.
No, you're right. No, you're right, because they were using Trump uniform.
He knows who was coming behind him. And he knew that this guy coming behind him was going to set precedent every day, which he does.
Mm-hmm.
And said, you know what? I've got this power. I can keep my son from getting witch hunted or whatever, whoever else. I don't know who else. I can't remember, but I know the son or whatever. And I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's moral. I'm not. But I could see myself in the amount of love I have for my child and say, like, this guy is going to unjustly, even though he fucked up, and I admit that, but everybody else doesn't go to jail for that fuck up. Only this guy, because he's my son. He's guilty of being my son, basically. Being in possession of a weapon.
I love my kid enough to let him face the music.
But there was no music to face for everybody else in America. Owning a gun while having a drug addiction?
So if everybody else gets away with it, it's okay?
No, that's a federal crime.
If you don't get away with it, you still get a record.
But Pete, I mean, Huggy. When I got busted by the feds, I had no criminal record. I had pounds and pounds of marijuana, and I had a legal gun. They got me. The legal gun charge stuck with me because of what happened with Hunter Biden. It's the 922 G3 whatever, which means if you are unlawful use of a controlled substance, which is a Schedule 1, which is marijuana, and like 3 other drugs, that's a Schedule 1, right? Which it's an old ass law. It's an old racist law, but they do use it because then that's how you get the gun charge. But the gun charge that Hunter got charged with is the same one I got charged with. But he would have never really got that much time. But on top of that, being a drug user with possession of firearm, the thing that he done wrong was he applied with the ATF license saying he wasn't a drug user when he's a documented drug user from rehab multiple times. So he
lied on the document.
Yeah, Joe should have just let him face the music. Doesn't matter who was coming up. I mean, if you love your kid, you'll let your kid face the problems that they cause for themselves.
And I absolutely would. But here's the thing. He did face the music. He did force him to go to court. He did force him to get,
Then why was a pardon necessary?
Because of who he was, they brought it back.
What charges could they bring back? There's no double jeopardy.
They just canceled the plea deal that he had already agreed to, signed, and everything. And I'm not even saying that should have been a plea deal. I'm not a prosecutor, but the prosecutor gave him a plea. Everybody signed it, and then they backed out at the last minute because
who did it? Right, but who did it?
Huh?
But who did it? Who backed out of it? Wasn't Trump?
The prosecutors.
Okay, so then that's on the prosecutor.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is, like, you signed something with me, Pete, and you signed it with me. Like, in my mind, that's like giving me your word.
But the prosecutors can back out of it. The DA can tell them to back
So
out of
can
it.
the other person, but once it's agreed to, it's agreed to.
No.
Not this.
The AUSA can do a plea deal, but the judge doesn't have to abide by it. And you're
Right.
right, Hoggy.
I get that, but they dropped it.
No, but because I think the judge is going to go for a higher number than what the AUSA was offering, because the plea deal was, you're right. It was right. It was written. And the only reason he took the plea because he knew he was going to either get commutation, a commuted sentence, or a pardon. He knew that. That's the only reason he didn't want to take it to trial.
Right.
He knew
The judge can always say, "No, we're not doing this."
No,
And-
but I know that they can, and they can do it in every single situation,
Right.
to include
So-
the stuff we were talking about earlier.
I'm
And
with Stanford. That was
I'm
one of the
not-
worst
I'm
things that
with both
Biden
of
did.
y'all.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm with you too as well, Pete. You face the music when you do something, but I also can see that that was a hugely special situation when you've got a man coming into office that can ruin your child for a 1 to 2 year problem.
Wait, didn't
And
my
then, like-
child do that?
But Hoggy, but my, and I understand what you're saying about your child, but my thing is, you're the president of all these United States, so
I
you
know.
have to.
And you know that the guy that's coming in is not a president for anybody but himself.
Yeah, when you make a president that he did, like when Biden did that future crimes pardon, that you already gave the guy who's already going to gun for your family anyway more
Mhm.
power
He
than
gave
me.
himself more power. He pardoned without even reviewing. He pardoned all those
Yeah,
January
right.
6th people.
After
After
Biden
the-
pardoned his kid, because
But
now
that
he
was-
because
was
now
gonna do
he
it
could
anyway.
now all Biden did was give him ammunition.
He
That's
was
all
gonna do it
Biden
anyway.
did. That's all he did.
was gonna do it anyways. He
And
said
all
it on the
Biden
campaign
did,
trail.
and all Biden did was give him ammunition to do it.
He was gonna do it anyways. That fuck doesn't need no ammo from anybody.
Okay,
at
so
all.
you're suggesting that Biden did it because Trump was going to do it?
Correct.
Okay, so Biden's just as big of a dick as Trump.
Correct. They're all fucking politicians, asshole.
So then what the fuck are we talking about?
Trump is a fucking cocksucker. That's what we're talking about.
So then Biden is.
He's lit.
So
He-
what? Okay, cool. He's a
Okay.
way more ethical cocksucker
He
than
is?
the other one.
He is?
In my opinion, yeah. And we all know that.
So what
Trump
was this
he
conversation
said that-
about?
He told us he was going to pardon all them motherfuckers before Biden did anything. He
And
told us
Biden said he
was gonna-
wasn't.
Huh?
And Biden said he wasn't going to pardon Hunter.
Yep.
So what?
Yeah, he said he
he's-
wasn't, and then he did it. So Biden, what is that called?
Dude.
What is I
Okay.
can't remember. What's that word?
It's called a
Oh,
lie.
he
It's called a
lied.
lie.
That's what it was.
I mean, I'm not justifying it. I'm just saying, like, I see where, okay, I'm going to live at max another 5-10 years. I mean, fuck
Wait,
you.
what? You're
No,
gonna
he-
live-
he-
The motherfuckers are 86, man.
Oh, you're talking.
He's talking about Biden. He
Both
was
of
like,
them fucking
I thought he was talking about himself. I'm like, why is?
No,
That's like,
I mean,
I'm like,
no,
has
I'm
Hog got
not-
something to tell us?
Well, if it was my kid, I mean, Biden and Trump are both going to be dead in 10 years. Like, that's for sure.
Oh, that's.
I mean,
I'm just
probably.
trying to imagine such a great world.
But
Man,
I
look,
mean,
you know what? Trump might surprise us. He might have an artificial cyborg heart that he
he'll
got.
fucking live forever.
Remember, he cut stem cell research, but got saved by stem cells when he caught COVID.
Right? You gotta love that.
Oh my God, that man!
Man.
He was like, "Yeah, we're cutting stem cells, but hey, I got COVID. We need stem cells."
That's just them.
Mm-mm.
The
Mm-mm.
fuck? Like,
Mhm.
Oh my God.
then it was like Biden's doctor was on something, and I think he's at court, and he pled the fifth on Biden's medical history because he was in court for something from some case, and that happened last week too. It's crazy. There's so much happened within these administrations, but there's so much news again.
I mean, honestly,
It gets buried. It just gets buried.
Can we be honest though? Like both of them are losing their cognitive ability.
Oh yeah, well Biden's
I
is
mean,
gone, and
like,
Trump is right behind
I
him.
honestly, have
Yeah.
you heard him talk?
Yeah.
His is gone too. I don't think he knows. He didn't know that his Secretary of Defense cut off all funding for Ukraine. How is that
Yeah.
not?
But he
It's
does know that the people from Liberia speak good English, so he knows
Exactly.
that.
Exactly my point. Like, how do you not take that briefing unless you are losing cognitive ability?
I don't
Like,
know what
if you're gonna
he
be,
doesn't care. He doesn't care, Hoggy. He just doesn't care.
I
That's
know
what
he doesn't care. He never has cared. But I'm just saying, like, it's like, how do you square that circle? They both are old. They both are slow. I mean, and they both can't form a sentence. How did one get to be better than the other?
my thing is out of all of this, we still haven't elected Bernie Sanders. That's who I wanted. I was a Bernie. That's what I wanted.
Well, now he's freaking 86.
He's so cognitive and he's still moving around.
All right, Chris, come get him.
Wait, are we gonna? Oh, has he got to come get his headphones?
Yeah, little
Oh, come on, little chief, get on camera.
Chief. Come
What's going on,
get
buddy? Get on camera.
him. Dad.
That's interesting. What up, little chief? What up, little chief? There he is. There he is.
Oh, hey, look, fellas, I'm gonna jump off this phone with you guys because I gotta wake up and work while you retirees fucking just live the life.
Yeah, I think we should just call it a show because we literally just argued about something we all agreed on. So I think that means the show is over. I mean, I don't know what everybody
I'll
else
argue with
thinks.
this chair I'm sitting in. I'm stuck, dude.
All right. Well, I got to say, on behalf of everybody here, Stanford, Hogg, and myself, we want to thank you for wasting a perfectly good hour and 20 minutes with us. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and tell your therapist all about us because they're going to need the context, okay? And don't forget, if you're not angry,